Hi, YouTube family. I'm back. Welcome back to Melanated Tribe. I'm here with you again, y'all. Are with me again, y'all. Yes, as you see, I was told if I leave my hair in 4 to 6 months that I'm gonna have locks. Like, welcome to the locks world. Welcome to the locks world. No, no, no. I don't have to. Welcome to the locks world. Not that something's wrong with locks, but no, dreadlocks in my hair is not going to turn into dreadlocks. Why? Because I know how to care for it so that it wouldn't turn into dreadlocks. So if I wear my hair for 4 to 6 months in this protected style, y'all, let's dive into it, y'all. Let's go. Are these going to turn into locks if I leave it in for 4 to 6 months? What y'all think? All right, stay with me. Okay, now let's jump into this topic, y'all. Y'all, this is my protected style. So, to all you beautiful sisters out there that is growing your hair naturally and want to know how protected styles um, operate and work, maybe most of you already know, but some are just new and want to grow their hair back, and want to grow their hair healthy. So what I do, in my previous videos, if you all saw my previous videos, me doing henna and me doing indigo and stuff like that, and treatments in my hair, and how my when I did my big chop, y'all, all the way down, I shaved my hair, did my big chop. I also shared my video about that too, so y'all can see where I didn't always have this, y'all. This came through time and taking care of the hair. So my hair, of course, 4C, but this can happen with any texture of hair. Okay. So y'all, back to that. Okay. So if my hi everybody, I hope everybody's doing well. I love you all. Thank y'all for being here. Even my new subscribers, even to my returning subscribers. Hey, thank y'all for being here. I love you all. Thank you all make a difference. But about the hair, right? I was told, like, when I said I'm gonna leave my hair in for maybe 4 to 6 months, and it's like, welcome to the locks. Welcome to the locks, sister. Welcome to the locks. No, no, welcome to the locks. I'm not going to get dreadlocks. They're not going to turn into dreadlocks. Let me tell y'all, our ancestors, y'all, go back and check, do your research. Your ancestors, our ancestor has used to braid up their hair, right? And leave their hair in for months, months, y'all, longer months. Their hair did not turn to dreads. You know why? Because they knew how to care for the hair. You can redo parts of your hair, redo it, make sure you keep it from drying out. You put the moisture back in, you just take care of it. You don't just let it sit and do nothing. And you can just redo it, after 3 months, you can just redo some of them or whatever and just check them. It's care that you do. Your hair will not turn into locks like that. You just gotta watch it. You gotta take care of it. It depends on how you deal with your hair. But this is a protected style because I don't have to go and touch my hair. Y'all, let me tell you how to grow that long, pretty, healthy hair is how. How? Let me tell you how. Now, how to grow the long, healthy hair is stay out of your head. Stay out of it. The best thing to do, sisters, is stay out of low maintenance. Do not be in your hair all the time because that's how your hair can break out. If you want your hair to grow, stay out of it. Like, just that's why I love to do protected styles, because low manipulation. Now, if you stay in your hair all the time, it can break out. You start to lose hair because you're in it all the time. Back in the ancient days, sisters, they stay out of their hair. That's why they did use braids, so that they can stay out of their hair. Low manipulation gives you longer, healthy hair. Okay, your hair grows every time. Your hair is always, our hair is always growing. Don't think your hair is not growing. Your hair is always growing. You might not see growth because you're always in it. Okay, so if you're always in your hair, sisters, it's not going to grow. So the best thing to do is get you a protected style. Like I have mini braids in my hair. Okay, I have mini braids, and y'all see sometimes I have the big braids in here, but I'll have some kind of protected style in my hair, and I like to leave it alone unless I'm putting moisture back in and put in oil, massaging my scalp or something like that, because massaging the scalp is absolutely a key. Our back in the ancient days, they kept that scalp massage, okay, and that's how you grow the hair. You massage your scalp. You can massage your scalp while you're in braids. Why I love my hair braided is because it's easy access to massage your scalp, to oil your scalp. It's easier access to it. I do twists. I used to do twists as when I was growing my hair. Um, I used to do the twist outs, keep it twisted in small twists, and but the thing about twist, it's it's sometimes it doesn't stay as long as the braids. I do like the twist too, but I prefer to do the braids because why? The braids keep the moisture in. It keeps the moisture in longer. It locks that moisture in. It seals it. And when you seal your hair, um, with the way that I'm going to show you how I take care of it so that my hair will just continue to grow in this protective style. Um, I this is I'm on my I am on my this is 2 weeks now. This is 2 weeks. 2 weeks of braids. See this? This is 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And it still looks good. This is 2 weeks. And it will stay looking like this if you long just, stay out of it and wait maybe every every week. You can check it to see if it's dried out. It depends on how you moisturize it, how you seal it. When I do, I can wait every 2 weeks because the way I can wait every 2 weeks because the way I do seal my hair and my ends to make sure that it doesn't dry out. But again, with the braids, sisters, it will last. It will keep that moisture and that seal in. Your hair will not feel dry. Okay, that's the difference between twist and braids. Okay, so I prefer the braids because it lasts longer. When you wash your hair, you can wash your hair, condition your hair, do everything that you can do with the braids in your hair. Because with twists, you might get all them ravels. It just doesn't look too good after maybe 2 weeks, even if you was to wash your hair. So that's why I prefer the braids. And yes, I am keeping these in for about 4 months. Okay. So 4 months I will have these in my hair and I will keep y'all updated how they're looking. But if you want your hair to grow long, all you have to do is put in a protected style. And mini braids is like a plus, y'all. Braids, period. It's just a plus, okay? And you don't want nothing pulling. I don't wear corn braids because I don't like my hair pulling, my scalp pulling, because when you pull your scalp, that can cause a loss of hair loss, okay? So you don't want to, you're not trying to get hair loss. You're trying to get hair growth in a healthy way, right? So the best thing to do is just get them loose like this. Put your hair in some singles, rather your hair is long, short. Get in singles, leave it in for as long as you can. Some people can't leave it that long, but you won't even get itchiness if you keep your scalp oil like once a week or once every 2 weeks. Depends on your hair, on your head, how your skin is. But me, I don't have to oil my hair once a week. I do it every 2 weeks while I have the braid in. And I do check in and see if my hair is dry. You just check your hair and see if it, because your hair will tell you if your hair is drying out. You feel your hair, you will know your hair. Okay, your hair will know you, and you just test it. If it feels dry, your ends feel dry or something, you want to just say, oh, let me seal this. Let me put some oil and some butter in here. I put a little fluid in here, fluid. Put some moisture on it, put some oil, and then you'll seal it with the butter. And I'm gonna show y'all how I do it, how I keep it that way. And sometimes depends. I can use flaxseed gel, and I can just use it on my ends. You can do that as well, and that works perfect as well. The flaxseed gel for your ends. But to make it easier when you don't feel like making flaxseed gel, or you don't have flax seeds, and you want to make sure your ends stay right so your ends don't knot up in the grow, because y'all, the ends is the plus. The ends is what give you hair growth. Because you know the end. Why do I say that? Because the end of your hair is the oldest part of your hair. Now, this is the oldest part of your hair. So you have to, if this dries out, guess what? You'll start getting breakage. So anytime you grow new hair, your hair is breaking. So you're not seeing the growth. You won't see the growth. So you want to see the growth. So you want to keep this, you want to keep these from not drying out. Okay. When you go like this and you don't feel knots, you be like, okay, there's no knots in there, so I'm good. So if you feel any knots, if you go like this, you go through, run your fingers through your hair and make sure there's no knots. If you feel any little knot, you cut that little knot out, okay? Because one knot can grow all the way up to your hair strand, okay? So you don't want that. But when you got it in the braids like this, your hair is fully protected. Fully, I kid you not, fully protected, and you will get a lot of growth. You will get a lot of growth. So these are going to be, and yes, for those who think that I am keeping my hair in these braids too long for them not to turn to locks. Well, beautifuls, each his own, each his own. I'm keeping my protective style, my mini braids in for 4 months. And if I can keep them longer, I'll do it longer. It depends on how it's going to look. But I can keep it in to 6 months if possible. So I'm gonna try to see how it looks for 4 months. And if 4 months and it's doing good because again, like I said, our ancestors and back in the ancient days, they kept their braids in for long, long periods of time. And the only thing they did again is make sure their hair didn't dry out and they massaged the scalp. And that's why they have hair all the way down to the tailbone, okay? All the way down to the feet. Because this is what they done. They put their hair in a protective style in braids, beautifuls, in braids, and they left it alone. You just leave it. You want your hair to grow long? Leave it alone. Leave it alone until wash day. You can wash your braids into, you can wait every 2 weeks. You don't have to wash your hair every week. You don't want to manipulate that hair. Once a week, or if you can go 3 weeks, you can even go 3 weeks. If you can go 4 weeks, wash your hair once a month while you got these braids in. But you make sure you check it to make sure your hair don't dry out, okay? So if you can go if you can go 2 weeks, go that 2 weeks. If you can go 3 weeks, go that 3 weeks. Just make sure if you feel your hair is starting to itch too much, that means your hair is telling you it's time for a wash. You wash it, you put the oil back in after you're done, and you seal those ends, and you good to go and leave it alone. And you will notice how much hair that you have grown so fast and quick. They don't really tell you this stuff, y'all. They don't really tell you this stuff. We got to know this stuff. But I hope this helps you, sis. I don't worry about what people say about
this girl is crazy, leaving her hair in for 4 to 6 months. She is crazy.
No, I'm not crazy. If the ancient women did it, why can't we? It still stands today. We still stand with the same type of hair. And don't ever think that because you are brown skin or you are melanated skin that you can't have long hair. Yes, we are meant to have long hair. I cannot stress that enough. Sisters, we are meant to have long hair. Okay? Long hair. We just got to love our hair. We just got to know how to take care of our hair. And we just got to put the other hair away. And all we have to do, y'all, let me recap. Let me recap really quickly. Y'all, you don't have to wear extensions to have protective style because that's really not if you want to, you can, but I don't recommend that. I recommend you learning how to use your own hair. That's the best. Learn how to use your own hair, okay? Use your own hair because if you continue to go to other people's hair and put it in your hair, you're not using your own hair. You have to learn how to take care of your hair. Your hair. It starts when you don't have to use extensions. You don't even have to use wigs. But if you use that, okay, that's fine. That's what you do. That's what you do. But you don't have to use some things. Get used to taking care of your own beautiful crown. Okay. This is your beauty. This is your crown. Your hair is your crown. It's your glory. Learn how to take care of your own hair. And I guarantee you, you pray for your hair as well. And your hair will just start to grow if you leave it alone. No low manipulation. Just keep your scalp clean. Massage that scalp every other day, even if it's every day. 5 minutes out of your day, massage your scalp. Massage it. Give your scalp a massage. Because let me tell you something. That's the other secret in hair growth. Massaging the scalp. That's exactly what they did, y'all. They kept your hair in braids. They massaged their scalp and they make sure their ends was protected, and you're good to go. And then you'll start to see a long growth. You will start to see your hair grow so fast. You'll be like, where have my hair been all my life? Well, that's it for today. I hope this helps someone. Sisters, learn how to take care of your hair. This is the glory that the Most High God has given us. And you can do this, okay? Not only for melanated sisters, but it's for all sisters. It's for all sisters, all all colors, nationality. You can grow your hair. But I just want my sisters to know that because of our color of our skin, we don't have to have short hair. We have our by nature, we are supposed to have long hair. Okay? So don't ever think that because you are melanated that you're not meant to have long hair. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. By nature, by blood. Yes, you are. Okay, now, sisters, I'm going to show you how I seal my hair. Okay. So the way I do it. Okay. What I do is I go in with the spray. Okay. With the spray was my mixture of teas. Okay. So my mixture of teas that I'm using here is, oh, it smells so good. It's nettle, and I'm using rosemary, and I use peppermint spray. So you can use whatever essential oil that you want to use. Y'all, I used to use just water. Again, I did say that on my other video. I used to use just water, but now I don't just use water anymore. I like to use teas, and it smells so delicious. So I'm just focusing on my end right now. So I am right now moisturizing. So this is how I do. This is how it lasts for a long time. And then I go in with my DIY oil, and with my oils, I have I have clove, I have olive oil. And I just take it and I put some on my ends, right here on my ends. I have cloves, olive oil, and aloe vera. So that's what I got in this oil here, okay? So if you don't have all these mixtures, or you can even use olive oil, and that'll work perfectly fine. Okay, so olive oil is really good for the hair. And then after I use that, I just use three things to seal it. And I'll go in with my shea butter for my end. Ooh, I got too much. So I'll go in with my shea butter and I just seal the ends with the shea butter. See? My hand. So I'll just go in and I make sure I seal those ends. Make sure you grab all the hair. Make sure you grab all the hair and you just seal those ends. And this is the way I do it because shea butter for our hair, if you have 4C hair texture, I mean, I use this method right now most of the time to seal my ends. Most of the time. Okay. Why? Especially when they're in braids so they can last longer because it's thicker. Okay. So when we use something thinner than shea butter, I mean, it may dry up faster, but because shea butter is thicker and it holds longer, and this is why I use this. So this is how, if y'all can see this, you make sure you go through. If you braid yours all the way, but I go to the end, all the way to the end, and then what I do is make sure. What I'm doing is I'm rubbing. Y'all can see this. Oh, I got some right there. But the shea butter, and you see how the ends look nice and shiny. That's what you want to see. You want to see no dryness, and when you go through it with your fingers, make sure there's no knots at all. So you feel no knots. That means you're good to go. Okay. So that's how I seal my ends. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. So it's nice and sealed. And right now I do have on like a cotton, cotton shirt. So you don't want to really do that. I got my hair down just for this video, but I like to get my hair out of the way unless I have a silk shirt on. Because you don't want your hair to dry out fast or anything, because if you have your clothes material, you don't want it pulling your hair or something like that and drying out your hair. So I like to wear my hair like up and out of the way, but not tight at all, because one thing you don't want your hair to do is be tight. All right, you don't want no tension on your scalp or anything. So that's important. So you want to make sure, see, I like to do this to get that moisture in there, because in our hair, you don't want it to sit on top. So that's how I get that done. Then again, like I said, I just go in with some oil, with my DIY oil, and I make sure I get it all in the ends. Make sure you get that, because this will help seal it. And then you want extra seal, and that's when I go in. After I massage it in my ends, make sure it's in them hair strands. And then again, sisters, I go in again with the butter, with the shea butter. But again, sometimes I will use the flaxseed gel. I make my own flaxseed gel, and then I will put it in the ends too. But for now, like this, I am using this method to seal my hair. So I seal it with the shea butter. That's how I seal it in, to make sure it's nice and nice. And I always put a little bit extra, because I don't have to go in and for 2 weeks. I don't have to go in here and do this for another 2 weeks, because this shea butter keeps it right. Let me tell you, it keeps it right. So that's how I do mine. I seal it. And I got my hair down only for the video, but I don't keep my hair because this shirt is not a silk shirt. Okay. So again, just also make sure you sleep with something at night, a satin um, scarf or something like that. Or if you don't want your hair covered with a scarf, you can just make sure you have your pillow satin and lay on your pillow. But I prefer you to wear a bonnet or something like that, a satin bonnet, because you don't want to lose any hair, and you want to keep your hair like keep it, keep it where it needs to be, keep it healthy. Okay. So and I don't have to go in to put oil on my scalp, because I already did that. So I just wanted to show y'all how the ends stay protected, so you can get long hair. Okay, long and healthy hair. Okay, so that, make sure you check for those knots, and you're good to go. So I hope this helped you. I love you all. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, hit the bell so you miss no notifications, and YouTube will send it on to you. Okay? Alrighty. So thank you again. Thank you for all my new subscribers to YouTube, all my new family. I love you all. Until next time, I see you again.